Welcome back to the Better Call Sukan podcast. Woohoo! Hello semua. Better Call Sukan podcast adalah sebuah podcast di mana kita membincangkan tentang pelbagai-bagai jenis sukan. Okay, this is season 3, 2025. My name is Arief Danial. Hello everybody. Thank you for your support. Sebab tanpa you guys, tak adalah kita orang untuk the third year. And with me, hello.
Hi.
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 Oh, cakap hello sikit. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, nampaknya macam orang yang berbeza di sebelah saya pada hari ini ya.
Alamak.
Okay, kepada yang tengah drive ke, yang tengah on the way nak pergi dia punya pickleball session ke apa ke kan, dia tengah dengar ni suara yang berbeza. Siapakah di sebelah saya ini?
My name is Ahnaf.
Ahnaf.
Yes.
Ahnaf.
Betul.
Betul. So kepada anda semua yang pernah dengar kalau gelaran Nut Boy and all, so this is Ahnaf.
Yes, that is me.
Yes, you.
That has been selalu kena petik nama di pelbagai cara oleh our host Arief.
So Ahnaf.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to Better Call Sukan.
Thank you.
Your last appearance on Better Call Sukan was bila? Season 1. Last final episode of the season 1.
Yep.
And you are my producer.
Correct.
For Better Call Sukan, also with Fi and Adam.
Yes.
So you are here today with me as apa? As a producer or as my co-host or macam mana ni?
So today is different, definitely.
Today is different. So, season 3 kita memulakan dengan
Betul.
Different way.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So today I'm as not a producer,
Not as a producer, okay.
but as a co-host. Cuba untuk membantu you co-host the episode.
Okay. Terima kasih sebab cuba nak membantu saya dalam episod ini.
Betul.
So Ahnaf, sebenarnya kita nak sembang pasal apa hari ni? And siapa guest kita pada hari ni?
Betul. So kita definitely ada guest.
Ada.
Yeah.
Jangan risau ya pendengar-pendengar semua.
Yeah. And then there's still sports related topic.
Of course, sebab ni Better Call Sukan.
Betul.
Yes.
Betul. And he's been and then is a he.
It's a he,
yeah,
okay. Kita
that's
tengok
another
betul.
he.
It's a he, betul.
And dia dah heavily been involved in the sports industry, sports scenes in Malaysia from the grassroots level for lama dah, very long time. And most people, he would call himself as a sports activist.
Sports activist.
Yeah.
Okay lah. So kita dah bagi teaser dekat orang semua siapa kita punya guest pada hari ini.
Betul.
So tanpa buang masa, why don't kita introducekan siapa guest kita pada hari ini?
Welcome to the show. Wow, that feels different. Khalilur Rahman or Khal.
Khal. Hello Khal. Welcome to the show of Better Call Sukan season 3.
This is not the 1st of April, right?
No. This is real, ladies and gentlemen. Khal is our guest for the first episode of Better Call Sukan. Actually, I pandang sini ke pandang sini yes. Okay, kepada pendengar-pendengar, ada banyak kamera kat depan, so I just pandang mana. Yes, so Khal, welcome to Better Call Sukan as a guest, not my co-host. Apakah ini semua? What's happening? Basically lah, ladies and gentlemen, sebenarnya kita nak bagi chance. Sebab kita orang ni duduk dekat the host punya chair, tapi tak pernah di-interview kan?
Betul.
So kita nak kenal lah Khal. Sebenarnya kita dah tahu everyone punya story here and there.
Yeah.
But we don't know about your story, Khal.
Okay.
Okay.
Before I begin,
Yes.
may I just make the announcement?
Announcement?
Yeah.
Of what?
That I'm leaving. I'm stepping aside as co-host.
You're stepping aside as co-host.
That's why I'm on this chair, not that chair.
Ush,
Not
dia
that
terus,
so far.
Dia terus jump ke segmen yang terakhir.
We can loop back.
Okay.
But I just want to give a context to the audience.
Kita bagi konteks
Why
audience.
why this is happening.
Okay,
Yeah.
betul lah.
Okay.
I think dia nak go straight to the point sebab selalunya dia memang okay, let's go straight to the point. Let's go to it. So
Yes.
he is going straight to the point. So basically tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, Khal is leaving Better Call Sukan.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So you want to say that already to the audience?
So,
Okay.
yeah. We can go back to the
Learning about you.
reasons why I'm leaving and such.
Of course,
But
of
of course, you guys have questions that I was like, okay, you guys want to go there? All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel actually, Khal, now today?
Letting go is difficult,
Okay.
but it's also an act of love.
Okay.
Alright.
Kita tanya pasal sejarah dia dululah.
Yeah, of course. Let's before we go in that, definitely we want to go in detail of that.
Betul.
I think ramai masih confirm nak tahu kenapa, macam mana, bagaimana, apa semua tu.
Apa yang terjadi?
Apa yang terjadi? Ada gaduh ke? Ada something
betul-betul bukan ke?
Yeah. But yeah, I think before we go into that, let's get to know more about Khal.
Yes.
So as what we've been always doing with any of the guests yang selama ni pun.
Betul.
So Khal, can you please tell us about your sporting journey from the very humble beginning, from everything?
Macam mana you mula minat dengan sukan?
I got bitten by a dog at the age of 5 years old while playing football in the street. Okay, so that was the first ever memory of like sports. Obviously, because of that happened, I was a bit traumatic of like what happened. And I did remember it was a Rottweiler that
Okay.
bit in my left hand. And I remember like from down onwards, I didn't want to touch sports at all. That was 5.
Okay.
All right.
Kau pernah dengar ni?
Tak, yang ni tak.
Okay, teruskan.
Yes, give me-
Kita tengah menunggu your percintaan terhadap sukan.
Oh yes,
so,
of course.
teruskan.
You know, obviously like because it was playing street soccer and all semua tu kan. You know, got bitten by a dog chasing me, just got bitten in my left hand.
Okay.
And you know, traumatic experience. You don't want to touch the ball again and such. And after that, you know, time goes on. You watch cartoons on TV, Star Wars and such. And then suddenly you watch wrestling with your sibling. You know, so I was watching wrestling with my brother. And that time it was the D-Generation X era.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
kepada maybe Syaukat knows lah
Yeah.
about this. Okay.
So from there, you know, it was obviously thought back then wrestling was real, but now wrestling is still real to me.
Okay.
So that was my like, not say proper introduction, reintroduction to sports.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know about this. So first, kau memang kau
First love was football,
football.
because soccer,
tapi kena gigit dengan
got
anjing.
bitten.
Lepas tu tak nak main lah. Trauma.
Yeah, of course lah.
Okay, Rottweiler. Lepas tu tengok TV, tengok wrestling.
Yes.
So then you minat wrestling terus?
Yeah, of course.
Instead of football sekejap?
Football came later. Football came later.
Okay.
Football came later.
Okay.
Football, then hockey, then other sports. Okay, so back to the timeline, the prime timeline. So it was wrestling. I still remember.
Masa action dia macam orang New York, but tak apa, teruskan. Okay.
All right. So, watching wrestling, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and all. And I was really interested not only, and when I found out that The Undertaker and Kane are not brothers and they're like actors and also too, I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And then I discovered theatre, which eventually sparked my interest to do like wanting to learn about musicals, theatre, and such.
Okay.
So, growing up is either theatre or sports.
Okay.
But mostly towards theatre and writing. I love writing, as you guys know.
Okay.
So, you know, growing up, you get to know a bit more about this and that, apa semua tu. Then, obviously, for like the sporting side. So, what happened was, I got more into sports, into football back because of my sister.
Okay.
So, my sister left to study in the UK, and she's an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
All right. So have that. So when she's away, the absence of her was to fill is actually Arsenal. Yeah. And before that as well, I was actually bouncing between a few clubs: Leeds United, Middlesbrough, Newcastle United, even Manchester City before the
Time ni like,
early 2000s. Liverpool.
How old were you? Like macam like before you decide to like I mean like your sister left to UK sebab
Yeah. Studies.
study.
Yeah, it's further studies, you know.
So time tu you umur berapa? Like how
10,
old?
11, 12, around that time.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so not say I picked up football late. It's just that I do know football, what's going on and all. But
Okay.
because of like my siblinghood with my sister, how close we are and so on and so forth.
Okay.
When she left, Arsenal was like the closest thing.
Faham?
Yeah.
So tak adalah like time sekolah nak main bola ke apa ke.
Yeah, you do want to play football, but obviously, you know, some of us naughty kids in the second last class just want to play wrestling at the back.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
So then that's how you mula mencintai dunia sukan lah.
Yeah. You know, Arsene Wenger, of course, was the manager at the time. The Invisible started. You know, so that's when I started my lifelong love of Arsenal Football Club.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything you want to add about like loving sports and macam mana like
The grassroots element
Ah,
that would
yeah.
people be curious about how it all started is because of a park. So basically, I moved to a different school compared to my other friends.
Dulu sekolah mana?
I was in a government school. Then unfortunately, I went to a private school.
Kau sekolah bangsa?
Just around here.
Bangsa lah.
Yeah, in the area. In the
okay.
area.
Okay.
So I wanted to go. Obviously, you want to go with your friends, but
Okay.
my parents was like, "Hey, you need to go to another school." So I went to the other school, and I was a bit sad, you know, because I cannot meet my friends and all. And we're all separated. Life happens.
Okay.
You know, one person go here, one person go there, and so on and so forth. So what happened was I was a bit down and like. You know, on the weekends, you know, you go watch movies with friends and all. And I remembered, like, I really loved this one movie called The School of Rock.
Yeah.
Jack Black.
Jet Black.
Yeah,
Jet Black.
so months later, obviously the VCD came out, and I wanted to buy it. So I walked from my house to Bangsa Village to, I think, one of the shopping, Speedy Video.
Okay.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
That's a Speedy Video. So I went to Speedy Video to get the School of Rock. And I remember I have this like indirect rule whenever I walk or jog or whatever, I never take the same road twice. So I decided to take another detour back home. So I passed through a park and I saw not my old friends, but people who I was like around with back in primary school.
Okay.
And they were playing rounders, they were playing football, they were playing this, they were badminton and whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, oh wow, you guys come here almost every day, every evening between like 4:30 till like 7:30. So I decided, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. Been there since between about 5-6 years.
Okay.
Playing rounders, playing futsal, playing badminton,
Rounders tu apa?
baseball.
Baseball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baseball between the trees and all semua tu kan. So I made some lifelong friends there. Reconnected some old friends. You know, we had like really good memories of what we did in primary school semua tu. Just a bit of a history. So back in 2000, I forgot what year was it. So you know Hari Kanak-Kanak, you do performances and such. So I actually did a rendition of Men in Black's Not Your Head by Will Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did that. So I was like technically remembered for that.
Okay.
That and also in the following year, it was 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 for some reason. I was forced to do it.
Alright.
So I was an artsy guy growing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So memang sukan tak ada.
Both. It was intertwined. You know,
okay.
sometimes it was 90% sports, sometimes it was 90% arts.
Okay.
And it was back and forth. And I
Okay.
was a bit of a chubby kid back then, so you always play goalkeeper back then.
Okay.
So around that time was the 2006 World Cup, and also leading up to the World Cup was Jens Lehmann was doing very well with Arsenal, saving the penalty against the Villarreal legend. Riquelme, yes, correct. So I wanted to be a goalkeeper. I remember wearing the 2006 Germany jersey every day, going to the park, same jersey.
Okay.
And also the final, the banana Arsenal jersey.
Okay.
The one that we went to the final in 2006 at Paris. So I remember those are the two jerseys I always wear.
Okay.
Okay, so because of that park,
Okay.
Jalan Bangkong,
Jalan Bangkong.
59100 Bangsa, Kuala Lumpur.
Akhirnya dia cakap Melayu. Jalan. Okay, teruskan.
That park is a special place in my heart.
Jalan Bangkong.
Jalan Bangkong Park, next to the Sekolah Kebangsaan Bukit Merah primary school.
Oh.
Yeah, so I went there as a primary goer. Then
Okay.
later on, everyone moved on. Then as I was jogging, There was another park near
Did not know you Bukit Antarabangsa. Okay, teruskan.
Bukit Antarabangsa.
No,
Bandar
no,
Raya.
Bukit Bandar Raya.
Bukit
Okay,
Bandar
Bandar Raya.
Sorry.
So there was another park nearby called the Taman Rumpai Park. That one has a basketball court.
Oh.
Yeah, so I picked up basketball with my other same group of friends.
Okay.
You know, we just like moved on to the other part because like ever since they renovated the original park that we go, it didn't feel like home. So we shifted to another park. So we played more basketball there than anything else. So, you know, I think the whole grassroots approach came from those two parks.
Okay.
Yeah, so I remember back then we wanted to form like a team or whatever called Park FC.
Okay.
So I remember the logo was actually formed from the Leeds United logo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know, because of that, I get to know more amazing people in my neighborhood. Unfortunately, they moved to elsewhere in life, apa semua tu. And obviously, I was searching for that a bit more in college, and I played some friends as well in college. You know, we had the American Degree Transfer Program team, which I helped to manage, and so on and so forth. That was the competition aspect of it. But as I recall, the most fun thing ever out of sports is actually just getting to play for fun without worrying about, oh, are we going to win the league? Are we going to win this and that? And we created lifelong friends, you know, like Ravi, Shami, so many people in my life who are still with me today because of those two parks and also the futsal court at the former Help University at Pusat Bandar Damansara. Now it's Pavilion.
Okay.
So that was a place where we play futsal. Now it's the parking lot, unfortunately. So, you know, and obviously Pandai Bola Sepak started because of you know, around that time Malaysia was doing very well. And the coach 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎, he kind of like helped me like, hey, what's going on in Malaysian football and such can. So from there onwards, you know, started blogging via my personal account on Twitter because Twitter was really good back then before that guy took over. So it was very healthy connection. You know, met a lot of really great people on Twitter as well. Khairan was one of them. Then my friend �12 was like, hey, you have a blog, right? It's like, yeah, it's called pandaibolasepakmalaysia.blogspot.com.
Okay.
Then I wanted to transfer that into Twitter. Because of the 15 limited characters, I couldn't take Pandai Bola Sepak Malaysia. So I removed the Malaysia part, so I used Pandai Bola Sepak. It's 15 characters.
Okay.
So that was how it was born. And I was quite surprised, like, wow, Twitter has been around for like nearly 10 years and no one has taken up Pandai Bola Sepak.
So
During that time, right?
During that time, 2014 July.
So nak baik, adakah itu menjawab soalan kau yang about grassroots dengan Khal?
Yeah, because for sure I think kita boleh nampak that he's been since daripada sekolah and then after that tu Khal has been involved a lot with, I guess kita boleh panggil community building.
Betul.
Oh, and also another thing, back in high school, I was the March Past captain.
Sorry, was it?
March Past. Apa di Kawat.
Oh, Kawat.
Okay.
And one thing really cool about Kawat is like it's an element of like wrestling. Like it's like sounds really weird, but it's like have performances and also the synchronization of like sports. So I really enjoyed like not berating people, but more of like, you know, leading people. And then obviously we won. And like the camaraderie that you build through a lot of people who has a lot of differences, but they're united by a common goal. Not winning, but just enjoying themselves on the day. And we won it at the school rented Bukit Jalil. So it was a bit special that we won.
Okay.
Yeah, at Bukit Jalil lah.
Yeah, I think aku like not 2 tahun of like knowing Khal. I mean, like we've known him for quite some time.
Yeah.
Aku tak tahu benda ni semua. So it's kind of cool to like for you to actually bagi tahu your personal story.
Yes.
And I feel like
You should be here one day.
yeah, for sure.
Then I'm the only one here.
I can be back.
Oh, okay. Khal return episode.
Tahu ada Khal lain akan datang. So basically aku akan like I know that like kita yang kau cakap tadi lah, that Khal has involved in a lot of community sejak kecil. So itu membuatkan dia punya involvement in community sports grassroots in Malaysia from Padang Bola Sepak, and it just grew lah, right?
Yeah, it just grew. So if anyone wants to like go back, change history, just take me out take School of Rock away from me, and I think all of that would never happen.
Oh.
Oh, from School of Rock that
Tu
everything will
pencetus
change.
untuk kau rasa untuk nak berhubung dengan everyone lah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see.
because I was a teacher. I was a drama teacher for 2 years under my late teacher, my late English tuition teacher, Mr. Francis. Bless his heart. He was like, Khalilul, I need some help. Can you please teach my kids, my students on how to do performance arts? I was like, yeah, sure. And then obviously we did an agreement, and I was there for like 2 years, on and off, to teach kids how to do drama. And alhamdulillah, there was some teachers who were like very interested in what I was doing, and I helped out in terms of like how to do vocal exercises for some teachers back then. So again, the world of between arts and sports has always been intertwined in my life. So that's why when Panah Bola Sepak does its programs later down the line, there's a bit of a art element to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Like how we organise things, how we do events, semua tu memang cara macam kalau buat show pun macam sama je. It's just a different aspects.
Correct.
Yeah, so you just use it. Yeah.
And originally, Panah Bola Sepak was supposed to be a podcast. I did the podcast, right? We shared before.
Yeah.
But obviously, we came to like live tweeting, and obviously go back. You guys can go back to listening to episode 1 of season 1. Of that history of Better Call Sukan, and obviously fast forward, well, I always wanted to revisit on doing a podcast, and here we are. You know, like it may took 8 to 9 years to get to this point, but we're here.
Maksudnya impian kau menjadi reality.
Yeah. It has happened.
As a friend of yours, I am happy that you went through all this and akhirnya dapat with me share with Ahnaf as well. We created this awesome Better Call Sukan Sukan. Better Call Sukan. Aku nak try slang dia.
Tak jadi lah.
Tak jadi. So jadi Better Call Sukan untuk kita give everyone a chance to speak. Betul tak anak boy?
Proper platform lah.
Proper platform.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm interested to know more on your experience with PBS. I think you started 2014, 11 years, I guess. But yeah, I think the highs and lows of PBS.
Highs and lows personal lah.
Yeah, I think more personal. Not just
about PBS, not about your community.
Yeah.
PBS basically kepada tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kalau you guys tak dengar balik season 1 episode 1, that's Khal punya. Khal is a founder of a grassroots football community in Malaysia, in Klang Valley. So basically we any one of you can just come and play football in a very safe space. Dia mix, lelaki dan perempuan pun boleh main. And we don't just, now we have expanded more from football, we have expanded to more different sports.
Yeah.
And and we do other events as well.
Yeah, with the objective of playing all sports for fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So soalan dia ditujukan.
Okay. May I start with the lows, then we go to the highs?
Yes.
Alright.
Dipersilakan.
This
is your show.
The lows is being used.
Okay, do share more. Or explain.
Digunakan.
Okay.
Digunakan. So being used was very hurtful on not just more than one occasion, you know. Especially in one instances was you defended a person quite well, then you found out the other thing happened. You know, and then you feel really let down that you really looked up to this person. You know, then you find out a lot of things, and like you got evidence and proof that this person has done it. So that was really hurtful on a human level. But you know, we all make mistakes. Maybe everyone is not in the right space or the right time or whatever. Semua tu where they are. Semua tu. I'm a very forgiving person. I am, but cross me long enough, I can be really spiteful. So that's the low part.
Like.
You wanna dive deep into that?
Yeah, digunakan tu not dive like dive super scuba dive lah. Kita snorkel je.
And see the wreckage.
Adakah like what do you mean in like that community were using you or other people were using your community dan
the latter. People looked at the community. The latter.
Surat
The
lah.
nombor dua.
Oh.
Nombor dua. The latter.
The second one.
The second one.
The
second one that you said.
Okay, the second one.
Outsiders looked into the thing what we're building
Ah.
and wanted to take advantage of it.
Ah.
So you want to take advantage of what we're building, be straightforward with us. Simple as that.
Oh, community luar ke atau
Individuals.
It doesn't matter lah.
Doesn't matter.
It could
All
be
shapes and sizes.
It could be like related to the national punya sports industry ke. It could be.
Wait for my book in about 30 years time.
Wah, 30 tahun. Pisang mat nak tunggu. Orang nak baca 30 tahun. Okay.
Audiobook format.
Okay.
A Better Call Sukan special.
Okay.
In 30 years time.
Season 30.
33.
Okay. Yes, so that is your low
Low,
lah.
those are the lows.
How were you alone ke? Because you said lah orang outsiders yang mempergunakan you and your community. Adakah how did you react on that?
Obviously reacted poorly, because I was younger.
Okay.
More brash, more whatever, but still diplomatic. Still diplomatic. That's something that maybe some people don't like about me, and at the same time some people like about me.
Okay.
And that's just me, So being the diplomat I am, just let go. Just let go, learn the lessons, and make sure it doesn't repeat. You see the indicators that's gonna happen. Just take a deep breath, doa, baca surah Yasin, surah Al-Kahf, surah Al-Mulk, ayat kursi, insyaAllah, things will go where it's supposed to be.
Okay. Yalah, orang kata dia akan jatuh. Dia jatuh bila time yang at tengah steady, pop jatuh kan.
Yeah.
But it will make, that's why what we know now is where we are today.
Correct.
Is pop naik dengan rancaknya.
Betul.
Yes.
And for me, success, you shouldn't I've seen a lot of things going on in history because I'm also a history nerd. When you go too rapid, it can fall down too fast.
Betul.
There's so many instances in our sports industry.
Yeah.
So in that, may I go talking about the highs?
Yes.
Or are you guys not
Just
satisfied?
before that,
Yes.
I'm just wondering, especially yang kau dah mention that I assume it's the biggest lows of your.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course. It hurt me. It really hurt me.
Yeah.
It got me into a bit of a depression. It got me a bit of anxiety of can I trust you? Can I trust you? Can I trust you? Can I trust you?
Yeah.
You know?
So what was the biggest lesson, or what did you manage to take anything from that and then
A lot of lessons were learned, of
Mm-hmm.
course. I think at the same time pun, you gotta trust your what Ted Lasso say, right? You gotta fully listen to your heart, and while it's going down, you gotta listen to your gut as well. So sometimes there is a bit of intuition. There was a resilient intuition that was built over time, but at the same time, we're all humans. We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Maybe that person who did things to me, or even I'm not saying I'm innocent. I may be guilty as well. Some people think that, why you have this messiah complex or whatever. I may have done wrong to people. I know I have done wrong to people, and I'm legitimately sorry. I have reached out. It's all about it's not about clearing your conscience. You know that you did the wrong. You admit it. Take the L. Move. Look back at the game analysis or whatever semua tu.
Yeah.
Be better.
Tapi ni personally, ini kita tanya your low personal feeling towards sports or
The work in PBS.
the work in PBS.
Yeah. The
Does
stuff
it-
that I've done.
Do you have an answer of low personal of your sporting journey?
There's one more that was quite hurtful as
Okay.
well.
Cuba cerita. Just share.
I'm not saying that it's equal, but it depends on the day. Sometimes grief, happens. Tiba-tiba you teringat the breakup or whatever. Sometimes you're having a good day, tiba-tiba a win just come true. It's like you teringat a breakup or a death in the family or whatever kan. Some things like that happen. So when I started Pandang Bola Sepak, I didn't put a face. It was just a logo of a microphone that says Pandang Bola Sepak. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. A lot of people thought I was a non-Malaysian.
Okay.
So a lot of people thought I was someone from the outside looking to Malaysian football from within. And what was hurtful was a lot of people thought I was a non-Malaysian of a different skin color, and they were talking about opportunities. Oh, we can do this. You're saying the right things, this and that. and so on and so forth. You know, you can be someone in the industry and whatever. Then I kept my identity hidden for about 2 years. No one knew who it was. Maybe just my voice on the podcast I made on the website apa semua tu.
Like 10 years ago lah.
10 years ago.
Okay.
10 years ago. So what happened was, when people found out who I am and my skin color
Okay.
and my origin story or whatever, those conversations disappeared.
Oh. Dia macam macam contohnya like diorang ingat, diorang tak trust lah, is it?
No, it was like they have expectations of who I am. I didn't meet their expectations because of certain institutional biases and discrimination. And it's a heavy topic. It's a bit of a...
Adakah dia orang expect it's orang yang ternama ke you betul-betul 100% know that it's actually it's just a Malay kid?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Tu je?
Yeah.
And
It's just apparently it's a nobody.
it's a nobody lah. Basically, it's just a nobody.
Nobody.
So
they thought it was like someone from the industry, but I'm an outsider.
Oh, so dia tak bagi you chance lah. Terus bila dia tahu dah who's...
I wasn't given a chance.
Uh-huh.
I was ghosted basically. I wasn't given any chances. Conversations were happening via text. But when they found out, when we meet or whatever semua tu, things just ghosted. It's like, you know, when you're on a dating app, you match with someone.
Kena catfish lah ni. Kena catfish.
Yeah. Yeah, catfish.
Kena catfish.
Yeah.
Diorang rasa diorang di catfish, tapi sebenarnya value
and it goes back to the original point that Ahnaf asked, the lowest part. So it goes back to the whole people wanting to use you. So some people see me as an opportunity for them.
Okay.
But when they see who I am, what my values are, what I'm very firm on,
Okay.
they decided, no thanks. That could be one lane of reason why I was ghosted. Another lane is what you just said just now. Oh, budak Melayu je. Budak Melayu yang acah-acah boleh cakap bahasa Inggeris.
Damn. Okay. How do you feel enough about that?
Yeah, definitely that was heavy. But yeah, I think for Khal to experience that, I myself cannot imagine how he went through that.
Yeah.
So
I was working at a library, so I was fine. I was surrounded by books, so it's great. I loved it.
I mean, like, that's the personal low, and for you to get up and do what you like, giving opportunity to everyone else to be with you and create this beautiful community together, and it's growing every single day. I think the flowers must be given to you. Sebab I don't know, like maybe walaupun seteruk mana you dah kena ghosted ke apa, tapi you still catfish ke apa, you still bangun and teruskan perjalanan you. What's the reason? Were you like nak quit ke, macam mana ke?
It was more about quitting. It was more about, you know, around that time period, it was like, whatever happens. You know, you're still young. You're young, you still have energy, but you don't have money. So it's fine. You have nothing to lose.
Kalau tak adalah 10 tahun dah buat.
You have nothing to lose, you know. Like even now, I still have nothing to lose as well.
Okay.
It's just that we'll go to that segment later. But I think when you create something, you gravitate people around you. Yourself. You did DM me for some help. I still remember your account Ahnaf Sports, DM kata, hey, we're doing this Liga alumni, can you like help? I was like, sure. And I was like, then we didn't do the deal, so it's fine. But years later, here we are.
Yes.
So to talk about the highs is actually meeting people. I think at the end of the day, it's about what I've contributed to sports is how we get people from the low points get back to where they should be, which is not the high points, but places where they get peace, get clarity, get healing. You know, the Gen Z term, is that right, Fee? Healing. So we have become an incubator, a platform for people to heal from whatever mistakes that they have made in the past. I can still remember the faces of everyone, but I can't remember the names of everyone that have walked through in and out. Some of them may hate me, some of them may love me, some of them may like me, some may think otherwise.
Okay. Understand.
Okay. But the most important thing is that I hope that each and every one of the participant, the community members, or whatever that have experience, they remember the joy of playing football together, and not only playing football together, but being given the chance to be themselves amongst people. Usually we don't really get chances to be ourselves among people. You know, sometimes we do try extra hard, sometimes we're too introverted, but trying to find the right.
Rasa selesa lah. We
Yes,
give
correct.
you give comfort space to everyone.
We do our best.
do our best.
We do our best because like when we started, it was still agak-agak. You know, we agak-agak the salt, we agak-agak the sugar, we agak-agak the tamarind, we agak-agak this, we agak-agak that, until we find the right recipe. Lapar kan? Don't worry, kita lunch nanti. Anyway, so that's I would say the highs. You know, growing up, we're still experimenting the food of what we are building in terms of through the football. Then here we are. You know, I want to say nothing's perfect in what we do, but we do our best.
Yes.
You know.
I believe like kalau orang tak tahulah basically, but Khal sebenarnya humble. Banyak je yang like he has to just share to all the listeners out there or yang watching us, like he has partnerships and has been making collaborations with big mana kata big leagues lah in the country and international.
Yeah, international as well. Like if I want to be like this place to like put an ego
yes,
to it.
please do.
Yes.
You know, shutting Puma football during the pandemic was fun. So what happened was they posted a photo about their new boot, and I quoted tweet on that, and they were like, challenge like for Padang Malaysia Sepak and retweet for Puma football, and you know everyone like yourselves saw it, and we defeated Puma by a huge margin. So that's just on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, so that was fun. I mean, like, you know, and it was during the lockdown. You're quite low. This was before the vaccine happened. So I remember we texted it on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
About if Puma football wants to come in, this is the tweet.
Tapi ni cara ni basically you have gone through places lah. I mean like, which is, how do you feel about just as a like or some yang dulu orang kata nobody, tapi you fought your way to macam,
Don't get me wrong,
in the end collab dengan orang-orang big leagues.
Again, that was great because for me, it's not benefiting me; it's benefiting us. That's always been the point, you know, because like when I spoke to Izrin Nabil from FS about partnerships or whatever, you know, like bringing you guys to do stats for Selangor Champions League back in 2009, it's collaboration. It's collaboration. It's to help to make sure things are moved in an orderly manner.
Yes.
You know, and also opportunities. I've helped out commentators to go as far as they can.
Yeah, where they are today.
Where they are
some
today.
of them.
Where they are today. You know, credit them. And photographers as well.
Yes.
You know,
There's
I did
already,
remember
like, official stadium photographers and all.
I felt so bad paying them very low back then. But I did told them I would make up to them by telling everyone to tag them and follow them.
Yeah.
And then over time we are able to pay them in a recording manner.
Okay.
In terms of their value of what they have given to the industry. So it's not only that, and also during the lockdown we worked out another high, another personal high, how we got Rindu Bola Sepak trending. Not only trending, but we got to meet with the minister. We got a lot of people who I kind of hated, but we put our ego aside to like, hey, let's get football back.
Okay.
You know, because ni rezeki, ni like we need to get sports back. So that's another high in my chapters of like doing football, doing sports in general, and like, you know, again I can write a book about it, Smoother, but you know, off the cuff, I think the Rindu Bola Sepak campaign during the pandemic was a very great high. Because it got everyone like, hey, we need sports for our mental health. Because again, you guys know that I'm a mental health advocate as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so it really resonated a lot with a lot of people. So that felt great to see everyone sharing their stories about, you know, why they want sports back. And you know, there's a bit of a regret calling it Rindu Bola Sepak. It could be called Rindu Sukan, but you know, Bola Sepak is number one in Malaysia, but it should be whatever. Like, and it is what it is. You know, can't change back history. So that's also another like feather to the cap of like what we have done together. Yeah, you remember it.
Yeah.
Like we had to go meet the minister and like the then minister Riza Marikan, who was, I mean, like, to his credit, he listened to us.
Yes.
You know, so credit to him for opening the dialogue. In that, you know, Rindu Bola Sepak is also another thing that I felt like we got things together, and also being able to tell people inside our WhatsApp groups that you are able to share your businesses during that time. Because it was difficult for everyone.
Yeah. I think sebab macam some people they macam look up to like this, macam contohnya playing sports tu adalah diorang punya getaway. Tapi bila benda tu tak ada, then time tu susah, diorang susah, and then diorang tanya to you as like the head, the face time of that community. So orang macam like what's going on and all. And
it wasn't me alone. It was just like with a lot of people. Nazri Abu Bakar, Izin Nabil from FAS, Mutiara Women in Football Malaysia, Adam Nizam, Brand New Waves. It was a collection of people. It wasn't just me. It was a collection of people who was like, hey, we need to like band up together and like do something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, betul. It was a very interesting time lah.
It was interesting time.
But good job. And
anything else regarding highs you guys are not satisfied about?
We're good.
Yeah. Unless there is more highs that you
I'll write the
want to
book.
share.
I'll write the book in the audiobook.
Yeah.
It's tahu-tahu pop dah almost like more than halfway of the show.
Yeah.
But we just want to ask on your journey in Better Call Sukan actually.
Yeah,
how did you jadi to duduk sebelah saya sebagai co-host untuk 2 tahun?
Alright, so basically, I think as we recapped in the first season of episode, the recaps of season 1,
it's
the
how
original-
Better Call Sukan started.
Yeah. The original plan was always not to be me
Yes.
next to you. It was supposed to be someone else.
Yes. It's always that.
It's always that.
Yes.
Because of like whatever, we had to make a decision. It was either me or Ahnaf, and I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I did it, and not to say there was a foreshadow in the past that I would go off, but I think I knew from the start that I will have a time limit.
Okay.
Not sure when. It could be season 3, it could be season 5, it could be past 100 episodes that I originally wanted to do. But you know, be a good soldier, pergi je, buat je, tengok dulu, and let's see how this can grow. You know, so from there to here. And obviously, you guys want to ask the question.
No, we want to talk more about your Better Call Sukan personally. What's your most memorable thing?
Yeah,
Better Call Sukan.
let's do that
Terus
first.
macam,
Again, it goes back to what I said from the early on. It's always been about the people that we've brought on. I think their faces light up
Yes.
when they gotten the opportunity to say what they want to say. But on the low side, I'm disappointed at myself for not being 100% at times.
I understand.
Yeah.
Any like personal Better Call Sukan like moments for you that you would keep?
Like I said, it depends on day to day.
Okay.
Some days you prefer this episode, some days you prefer that episode. Sometimes you feel should have asked this question, should have asked that question. Again, it varies. I'm sorry if I'm not satisfying the answer of like, oh, you need to give me one episode or whatever. No. I have to treat like
Tak ada favourite
I have to treat like my kids. you understand as a parent, you understand.
Even like if somebody that you
But
just
if you threaten me, I wouldn't give an answer.
okay, even like if the question is like this, somebody you just introduce about Better Call Sukan, and then they ask you,
Depends on the personality of that person.
okay,
Okay.
let's say somebody that is not a sports person,
Okay.
knows nothing about sports, but they're interested to know, and then you manage to suggest them, okay, try listen to Better Call Sukan podcast, then maybe it will
I do
help
have-
with the interest. So, which episode that you will suggest them to listen to?
I do have a list. Good question.
Okay.
Of
Of course, the list, but definitely the list there will be the first
no, there's
episode.
no
okay, no particular orders.
In no particular order.
Alright.
It's the Jazz Muhammad episode. The
Downhill skateboarding. Alright.
Kabil Ambak.
Equestrian.
Kabil Ambak. The equestrian. From season 1, it would be Adelina, cycling.
Yes.
Cycling, of course. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎, of course.
Iron Man.
What else? So many episodes.
Yeah.
So those are the 4 that were like, listen.
Bagi
Then they will know. Then they will know about the sports scene, sports industry. Then
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎, Kak Fit from season 2, season 1, Cameron. You know, starting from karate background,
Yeah.
taekwondo background. You know,
then go into football pula
and
kan.
going to football. He is the original Malaysian karate kid.
Okay.
personally, okay, that's the episode. Then, like the journey with the team and the producer and the co-host. How do you feel about that?
It was strange at first because, like, obviously behind the camera was different people at times. You know, we had Farhana, we had Ila, we had Raihana, we had Zarin, Lukman.
Yeah.
You know, I am missing people, so I do apologize for that, everyone.
Cadence.
Doris now, then Mel, then Fee, then Adam on occasions. You know, so obviously it was a bit difficult during the first season and season 2.5 because there were so many changes in a way. So in a way, it's good that we become like a constant. You get what I mean? And now we do have a constant behind
Yeah.
the camera.
Yes.
You know, which is Fee.
Uh.
You know, so I think having like an anchor people around the show, not just our show, but any other show under Audio Plus media platform, having anchors are good because it keeps you not only grounded, and also one thing I really appreciate about the 2 seasons that we have made, and even going to season 3, I think we can give and take. Meaning, like, you can take, I can give you a hit, you can take it, but I also have to receive your hit as well.
Yeah.
So that's very good,
Okay.
constructive. I think we had a bit of a let's not mess this up punya phase at one point.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of had that.
Okay.
But after we had that talk in July, and when Fee came in, I think things are macam like, hey, there's something here. There's something worth, not only, it's not salvaging, there's something to evolve
Okay.
from this to something better. And obviously I was excited around that time to go like, hey, let's do a personal goal. I want to do 100 episodes. Unfortunately, I'm at 72 for this episode.
This is the 72nd episode.
For me.
Your goal was always to reach
100.
And why? And wait, before that, I want to ask, as a presenter, aku duduk sini presenter kan?
Presenter, commentator,
Host. Yeah.
MC.
Yeah. I'm sure we both, because we've been together for 71 episodes, from episode 1 until episode 70, we grew to be better at what we are doing. So how do you feel about that journey as a sports host? Adakah itu diteruskan, atau would you like to take that on? How do you feel about being a sports host?
I think being a sports co-host
Yes.
was a valuable lesson for me because when I did my podcast 10 years ago, I was alone. But having someone and also people around, it helps to feel that it helps to defeat the anxiety of macam you're not doing it alone. You're doing it with people who has the same passion, who has the same drive, have the same energy, and doing the best that they could, and you're not doing it alone. That was the most important part for me as a person professionally wanting to do things.
Yes.
Because all this while, growing up, I've always felt alone. So with you guys, I felt that not only I can be the range of who I am, but also I hope that I have done the same for you.
Did I done the same tak?
Yeah, of course.
Of
Definitely
course
lah.
lah,
Takkan lah.
boy.
Kan, yeah.
But like back to the, kita tanya kenapa dia nak leave lah kan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe, okay, just for the audience. Of
Yeah.
course, this is
Kita dah
we have discussed
We have
this,
discussed
and
this
it's not
and
like sudden for us, but yeah, definitely want to hear.
Actually, personally, I tak tahu when did the decision came. When did you want? What I knew was, just sharing to the audience. Kita punya plan adalah untuk start exactly at this time.
Yep.
Like this period of time lah.
Yeah.
Bulan Mei kita nak start terus.
Betul.
And tak ada sebab Khal nak gerak kita akan delay ke apa. Because like Khal, I don't know, maybe you can share this when's your decision, but you told me that you wanted to leave was maybe a month before we prep for our season 3. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know about Ahnaf bila, I don't know about when you told Fi.
About the same time.
Yeah, about the same time lah. So
Do take in account that Ramadan happened as well.
yes.
So it's more than a month.
Yeah.
All right. Not to whatever, just to make sure the timelines are in order.
Yeah, and what changed? Because we had our own meeting of season 3 and what we want to do.
Correct.
Yeah.
We had plans and assignments.
Did it happen during that time, or masa tu still you want to give in? And yeah.
All right. So two truths can be the same.
Okay.
I am sorry to everyone,
Okay.
to you guys,
Okay.
for not only last minute, 10th, 11 hour, it's like transfer deadline din, and I'm putting a transfer request of like, I want to go, I want to bounce.
Okay.
You know, it's not, somewhat is like that for you guys from your point of view. I'm not sorry to myself for leaving,
Yes.
because I need to have that peace that I'm leaving this because I have no energy left.
Okay.
You know, around my 33rd birthday on February 16, 2025, that's when I, like, how long can I do this? One. And up to that point, I think I was in episode 17 of season 2 of last year. Do you recall the episode? I noticed that I didn't give my all to some guesses. And for me, that is a failure.
Okay.
That is a failure as a co-host. To not being able to let these people enjoy themselves. I brought very bad energy. I was sick. Maybe, you know, like I was moody, you know, or whatever. I shouldn't have done that, first and foremost. I should have done with the same level of excitement as the guests. And we should have matched the energy. But unfortunately, it happened. I was disappointed in myself. It didn't happen once. It happened a few times. And then I needed to ask myself, what is best for the show? You know, what is best for the show? And I always envisioned Better Call Sukan to continue on until whenever I hear it happens. Meaning,
Betul lah, ada season 30 ni. Okay.
because there'll be a day that you have to make the decision yourself. Arief.
Yeah. Maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, and I hope that whoever takes over from me or from you or whoever comes in for the show, the spirit of the show of giving all sports a chance continues on. And then when I look back of like, okay, what I did put a pen and paper, everything else, okay, pros and cons, me staying and leaving. There were more pros of me leaving than cons.
Okay.
You know, the cons obviously was like chemistry is built.
Yes.
Senang. No need to cari replacement. No need to whatever. But on the pro side, you have greater freedom of creativity. I'm an old man, spiritually speaking.
Okay.
I'm stuck in my ways at times. I'm stubborn in certain times.
Betul.
You know? So, without me, you guys can do things a bit more flexible. Get to experiment certain content or whatever. But as long as you keep the spirit of give every sports a chance, I'm great. What else? The direction that you guys are taking right now is superb. In terms of you guys will share to the audience of like the direction of season 3, superb. More ways to grow the show. You know, so there's more positives when I list it down of me leaving than staying.
But
It was very intellectual, of
Yes,
course, it's very intellectual. But in terms of like the emotional aspect, you know, the pros of it, this is the professional side. On the personal side, there was more pros of me leaving as well. I get to have more energy in terms of what I want to do.
Okay.
You know, the cons is obviously macam I'm not be able to accumulate another 30 credit hours of like listening to people hearing about their sports apa semua tu. At the same time, I'm tired. My body is getting banged up over time. I'm not getting enough sleep because of like my own whatever benda. You know, even some of the episodes pun, like, you know, sometimes you are excited for an episode, you couldn't sleep. You know. But thankfully, I was able to have that energy. There are some episodes I was really excited. But when I went to the studio, macam energy down pula. So that's a me problem, not an us problem. You know, so it was more of a me problem I need to go. Remove myself from a space that has given so much to so many people and give opportunities for a new direction.
Why didn't you
Realize this early?
realize this early, one?
Mhm.
And number two, why was this not like discussed prior before, like you made that decision like I want to leave, like keputusan muktamad. It's not like I think I need to leave. Telling us.
The thinking of wanting to leave, to be really honest, never really came around like early Feb. It came around my birthday because I think when you turn a certain age, you kind of like panicked a little bit of like, oh, what's going on? And like you do some reflection as well, what you have done in life, apa semua this and that. Call it a BS answer, but it's true.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
When you reach a certain age, you need to prioritize certain aspects of your life. Like I'm a great multitasker, jack of all trades, master of none, unfortunately. So I need to start picking. I'm not saying that Better Call Sukan is not a priority.
Okay.
It is a priority. In order for a priority to grow, I must let go. That's a quote right there.
But then like the macam mana? You leave Better Call Sukan or you leave sports?
Interesting question. It's a bit of both. It's a bit of column A, it's a bit of column B. I think leaving sports, I'm not leaving both. You know, like I'm still around. You guys need help, whatever,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Ah.
You know, like Dominic Toretto to...
Kita orang memang tahu you are still here, tapi audience nak tahu.
Yeah. So, like, sorry, what's the question again?
You leaving Better Call Sukan or you leaving sports?
A bit of, again, column A and column B. I think there's a frustration. There is a frustration of me, but it's not more frustration. I realize it's not frustration that I'm leaving. It's more sadness.
Yeah, okay.
It's more sadness and frustration. I'm thankful and grateful that I've been loved. I've been shown love in the industry, one form or another. But I feel a bit sadness because I couldn't marry that love. You get my analogy.
Maknanya contohnya, but you couldn't marry, but do you propose or not?
Already?
Got ring ah.
Got ring.
Oh, dalam
And this is- in the context of like metaphorically speaking, you know, they already discussed about getting married, about discussing about whatever, and then suddenly, like, tak nak pula, you know, and not from my side, but from the industry side.
Yeah, understand,
You know?
understand.
So that's from the sporting column.
That you felt lah,
I felt that way. I
Yeah.
felt that way. You know, and it hurts. On the Better Call Sukan aspect, or like why, again, I'm sorry, again, saying it multiple times, you guys can drink Teo Ice every time I'm saying sorry. I'm sorry to you guys that I'm leaving, and also I'm leaving quite hastily and last minute as well. If I made the decision like maybe like a week before, I would have soldiered on, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a bad season. It's gonna be a below average season. I am confident with that. So when I had that, I think I need to leave, I was like, I better leave, because number one, you're excited for season 3. You're excited for season 3. You're excited for season 3. He's excited for season 3. So, why pull under the rug that late lah, you know? So what I'm trying to say is, when there's ever a crisis, I'm going back to it, there is an opportunity. Me leaving, when I decided to leave, presents an opportunity to grow.
Yes.
You know, and also on a personal level, I need to learn to let go as well. I need to learn how to close the door, but not let it lock. That's always been a character trait that a lot of my friends know. I'm very empathetic, very caring, too caring at times. That sometimes it can be suffocating, but I need to learn to let go. Love arrives when it comes, and love leaves when it leaves.
From my side, just like a reflection lah. And this is my producer had putting back in. co-host letak tepi jap. When I look back, the evolution of Better Call Sukan, what can I say? Season 1, it was more Khal carrying the episode or the show. Arief was the co-host trying to, I think because I think most of the spots or the guests also is somebody that Khal know or have an
Correct.
idea about it. Then we go into season 2. I definitely saw that Arief is stepping out more. But at that time, I didn't see that Khal was either giving him Arief more chance or it's from him, like what dia dah share kan. He was tired. The energy wasn't there, right? So, but now reflecting back, definitely that if we had seen that earlier,
Yeah, maybe we could have done something.
we definitely right. But at that time, maybe from my side, I was like, okay, that's good. Arief is stepping up. Definitely. Maybe we kind of forgot about Khal, maybe because we thought Khal was okay, right? We didn't ask the simplest answer. Khal, okay ke? Apa tu? Can we still do this or not? Yeah. But we were focusing. Maybe the energy or the adrenaline was really big or good, right? We just like want to keep on going. But we
Jalan je.
forgot the people
Yeah.
that is together with us.
So personally, I pun lah sama lah. I with when he says that, like, yeah, kita rasa like everything was going well and all, but sebenarnya kita tak tahu sebenarnya even co-host aku yang with me for 70 episodes maybe throughout most of the time is not having the best time personally, spiritually in himself. Tapi dia kena still go. Tapi kita just because like he said, senang terus masuk terus buat. So yeah, that's
like we had the discussion of like that the discussion that we had, and like for me when I go into the studio or whatever, it's a switch.
yeah, it's a switch lah for him.
For me it's a switch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm conditioned that way.
Yeah.
You know, for you're a dial, which is a great thing. You know, you warm up to the audience, apa semua, this and da, and then they will share something really intimate. You know, so that's my weakness. Maybe a strength for some people, maybe a weakness for others. We'll see.
But
Thank you for that, by the way. Appreciate that.
yeah, was it hard telling us that?
Yes.
Who was the hardest?
Equally all. I think the hardest will be you lah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
How you felt when telling me, and like what do you expect?
if I didn't respect you, it wouldn't have hurt.
It wouldn't have hurt.
Yeah. Because I respect everyone, it hurt.
Yeah. So
It hurt like crazy.
really,
Yeah.
how do you expect? What do you expect from the?
For me, I've learned to like. I think the whole theme of this episode is learning to let go. I've let go of my expectations of what you guys will react, because why am I putting my expectations how you guys react to me leaving? Why am I expecting you guys to tell me, oh please stay, oh please ciao, whatever? You guys are the masters of your own ship. Why am I asking the ship captains to pergi where I want to go?
Okay, but
Simple.
did you get what you got from us when you told us that you are leaving?
I am very thankful that you guys respected, number one, the decision. Okay. Number two is obviously please, like what you said just now lah, macam like it was wrong of me to juga macam like, are you guys okay with this decision? I don't know if I said that when we had that video call or when we meet up or semua tu, but I think it was also wrong for me to not say that as well. Are you guys okay with this decision? You know, but you know, I was willing to compromise lah. You know, in a sense, I was willing to compromise of like, okay, maybe like some episodes I'll do it, some episodes I wouldn't. But that wouldn't be honest of what we're doing. You know, because you guys already know where I'm already heading at the door. I'm not signing the extension contract. I'm going to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You know, then why should the manager play the player who wants to leave from the project?
Understand?
So Saliba, sign it.
I mean, like how you as a producer felt when Khal wanted to leave.
Oh, of course, masa tu right at that moment was why? Like why all of a sudden? Kenapa tiba-tiba semua ni? When I thought, like macam you cakap tadi, the chemistry was so good. Like kenapa aku nak tiba-tiba get another player or whatever to disrupt that flow when we definitely were in course for greater things kan. But then bila lepak lu reflect back, no last minute decision that made abruptly ke apa kan. Dan bila fikir balik, tengok balik, okay, there must be a reason. But we try to understand, we discuss lah. Communication lah, definitely communication is key. Then from there, I saw that okay, Khal has made this decision. As much as we want to pujuk ke apa kan, macam bukan nak cakap tak guna, but then why?
Kenapa nak ni? Dia dah buat dah. Kenapa nak paksa?
Which will make things more difficult lah kan.
Yes.
So better we plan from there lah.
Yeah.
And since like for us personally, like me and Arief, we still want to do this. We still see a lot more potential. So why we want to waste the energy that we can put in to somewhere else ke apa yang baik. We focus and then move on.
Yeah. Move on from me, guys, as a co-host. Yeah.
I personally, I don't know if you remember, like, how did you tell me? I literally legit remember the whole the situation, how Khal told me. It was, we were playing badminton. He sat me down. He told me that he's leaving. Honestly, I was happy as a friend.
Okay.
As a co-worker, co-host, macam kau buat apa kat aku ni, kau tinggalkan aku. But as a friend, seeing him, sebab yelah, kita walaupun ada switch, Khal kata dia switch, tapi kadang-kadang dia off switch tu. And I sebagai kawan Khal, I tak tahu macam mana nak react juga, nak handle. Sebab sometimes is he okay, is he not? And I jenis yang ikut je. But we like kalau dia nak sembang, I'm there lah. So but because I know that he's going through things and all sometimes, so what I do usually is just like, let's go together with me, I tarik you. Tapi that's why as a friend, I'm happy that you made that decision, like you fikir diri dulu, which I give the props and like mad respect to you for doing that, because it's not easy. Some people would just crawl into and just ikut je the flow, and then suddenly pop. So for you to even want to have that courage to tell and all, I respect that. And like I said, as a co-worker, time tu macam, kenapa begitu lambat? Kenapa aku nak sorang-sorang? Aku nak buat apa ni?
Macam-macam nak kena plan apa ni.
Time tu macam, are they going to cancel the show? Oh my God. Who was going to go? But as a friend, I am truly happy that you are in peace of yourself.
That's the personal side and bit of the professional side. The professional side, obviously, we had a discussion of like who could replace me.
Yes.
And such, and which brought the exciting part. You know, you guys made a decision that's, to be honest, is quite awesome. So I think, as like the final.
Yes.
No, not final. Like we have over a limit, but just wanna like.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Kan kita cakap.
Betul-betul ni, boleh ni. Sampai tu, boleh tu.
Sampai intern dah keluar. Dia macam kenapa kau extend kontrak aku macam lama je show ni.
So anyway, I'm really excited what you guys have planned. So I think maybe you guys give a preview to the audience of like what you guys have planned.
Yeah, I think. But are you done with?
Yeah.
Because basically nak bagi tahu orang yang, audience and all. We as a co-host apologize, host and co-host apologize kalau kita drag sikit, sebab hari ni kita nak bagi homage and like a tribute lah kepada Khal, sebab bagi dia share his personal life, personal journey sebab sometimes kita sentiasa bagi orang ruang, tapi kita tak bagi ruang. So I feel like as your partner dalam Better Call Sukan, I feel Peace also for giving you this space. For
Can we reverse the roles one day?
yeah, sure.
Then dia pula.
Yes.
Then dia pula.
Yeah, so kita orang nak dengar kita punya history juga kan, like our ni. But yeah, we thank you for giving your honest way of sharing all your any of your lawak-lawak bapak kau kat dalam ni. We appreciate everything, and we thank you for giving your efforts and love towards Better Call Sukan.
Thank you. I'm excited for season 3. I do have something I want to say towards the end, but I think right now I want to give the space to you guys to talk about what's
because
going on
I just
with
want
season
to say it first to you, because like takut nanti orang kata macam kita ni gaduh ke apa ke. No,
we will still play badminton.
yeah, it's like I personally feel Khal needs a break lah kot. Maybe it's not living forever. We don't know.
Yeah. Guys, this is how communications with clarity works, okay?
Kita like at first, yeah, memang kita digest everything. I was like, personally I was like, I look at the perspective yang macam, oh no, I built, well, yalah, aku cakap aku tarik Khal with me, I built that chemistry, I built that everything with him, and now it's all gone. But actually no, it just develops me as a better Call Sukan host, a better person on behind the mic and all. So I thank you for that, for giving me the chance to skill myself. I'm sure there's more.
Keep in mind, when me and him were discussing about the show, you were like number 1 in the list of like to have to be on the chair.
Yeah,
That's a reason.
Yeah, so that's me saying that to you lah. That's all. As a co-host, I appreciate all the times that we've gone through, and
Thank you for giving a lift back. Give me a lift back as well.
tumpang ni balik and all. Yeah, tak adalah kita orang macam datang sembang dan ciao. Tak adalah. We our friendship is we are super extra close now after doing Better Call Sukan, and it's personally as a co-host and as a friend, it's sad personally seeing you leaving. But yeah, we have to move on.
Yes, for sure. So moving on.
Are you ready to tell the everybody what's gonna happen to Better Call Sukan with the blessing of Khal and also everyone?
First and foremost, confirm masa awal tu macam-macam idea kita
macam-macam
nak buat.
idea kita nak buat. We discussed first between me and you.
Yeah.
And then when we finally got the idea, then only we discussed with Adam and Fee.
Correct. And definitely the idea, we felt like, okay, let's not rush it.
No.
We don't want to make any bad decision. We wanna take it slow and steady and see how we can progress from where we are now. So the idea is for Better Call Sukan season 3 moving forward is we will have different co-hosts for each episodes.
Yes.
Together with Arief as the main host, interviewing people, guests in the sports industry.
So basically kita Better Call Sukan ni, kita realise that we actually want to give every sports a chance, everyone a platform. I got a platform of becoming a host in this Better Call Sukan, which I love doing every day. And with Khal leaving also, we felt like this is an opportunity for anyone to jadi with me, partner up to interview the guests.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very, very good idea.
Yeah.
Every episode, different co-hosts.
Correct. And then it's not necessary that somebody that is involved in the sports industry.
Yes.
It can be somebody tak involved langsung but has an interest. They want to try out to know more about sports, or even to have an experience as hosting.
Yes.
So again, a platform for everyone.
A platform for everyone. So that is actually really beautiful. Khal has path that history of Better Call Sukan, and honestly, I am actually looking forward to it. And Khal also, we discuss it together.
Yep.
Tak adalah kita, okay, Khal has been kicked out from the group ke apa ke, tak ada. He's still here. Here, but we discussed it together. We brought this together and told the media Prima Audio Plus team. And yeah, at first diorang pun, wow, kita tak pernah buat ni, jomlah kita buat. Yeah.
But I'll be honest, awal-awal tu nanti, of course, there will be some hiccups, headaches, and but the important is how we manage through that difficulties lah. So of course we have a good team with Fi, Adam, and of course Arief and all that. And as long as we are together, going through it step by step, insyaAllah everything should be go smoothly.
Yes. Also kepada pendengar-pendengar di luar sana, for listening to Better Call Sukan, if you want to be on this seat with me, yes, feel free to just text us, because we are actually looking for not just guests to interview, we are also looking for a co-host to be with me for a show.
Ya, so takkan aku pula kan tiap-tiap minggu pula kan.
Tak ada. Dia sekali je kat sini. Cukup. Kita hanya untuk bagi tahu what's going to happen next, and that's about it.
Yes.
Correct. Khal, how do you feel about that decision actually?
Do share.
It's exciting. Rezeki Tuhan tak pernah salah alamat. So I think it will open up more opportunities for a lot of people. So I think that's the point of what we do throughout.
Yes. And or maybe audience want to know like how involved are you now in Better Call Sukan, or what is next for Khalilul.
So basically, for Better Call Sukan aspect, I will be indirectly involved for now. I'm taking a bit of a step back, but whenever Ahnaf needs help, I'll help out. You know, find sponsors or whatever, collaboration. You know, we did talk about a project that we want to do.
Yes.
I can help with that. You know, of course, if you need any help, whatever, I'm always around. Fi needs help, Adam needs help, I'm around. It's just that, you know, just give me a text. Should I be available? And have the energy to like, let's go. You know, I think it's different to be on the mic and in front of the camera compared to behind. So I'm not saying the energy is different. It's just more of like the spending of energy is different.
Are you moving on to like a different sports show? Or,
No, I wouldn't do that to you guys. First and foremost, I wouldn't do that to you guys.
Okay.
First and foremost.
No, because like you can tell the audience that where are you heading?
So
more?
basically, there is a new venture that I'm doing with Media Prima Audio. We're still in discussions with it. It's non-sports. It goes back to more of the humanity side lah.
Back to your School of Rock side lah. Seni punya side lah.
Yeah. So it goes back there, but more towards the producing side rather than in front of the camera side. I think you guys can tell that I'm already tired being in front of it lah.
So kalau orang rindu Khal depan kamera, dengar Khal, jumpalah Khal dekat VCR Bangsa je lah.
Badminton.
Soalan cuba mas, kalau tiba-tiba Arief tak dapat datang ada satu episod tu,
boleh call aku.
Boleh belakang rumah je.
Boleh, dekat je. Aku dia bayar Grab aku je.
Okay, he's gonna brought up. Yeah, so that's why we have a co-host. I didn't want to do it alone. And I apologize again. Benda tu takkan jadi lagi sekali. Yes, I pernah tak datang for a show sebab aku tertidur, orang call tak jawab. Yes, I apologize for that. But yeah, like I said, since then benda tu kena jadi, right? Khal kata benda kena jadi untuk a better future, more of a life. Yes. But yeah, looking forward to actually personally I'm looking forward to what you are gonna do. What's your next direction lah. Which this is just a stepping stone for you to go to somewhere else ke apa, I don't know. And saying on behalf of Better Call Sukan, you are always welcome to be with us. You don't have to feel the feeling of need to leave ke apa ke. If you want to leave, you can leave. We give you because to us you're part of this team, this community, this small family of ours. And yeah, I do see that one day you can be next to me one day also in one of the episodes. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, but the door is always open for you. So
never locked.
Never locked. Yeah. Mungkin tutup kadang-kadang ke apa ke, it's up to you. Yeah. And yeah, to the audience as well, kita akan cakap yang Better Call Sukan meneruskan perjalanan Better Call Sukan because I personally love doing Better Call Sukan. I would still want to continue doing Better Call Sukan. And with having a co-host berlainan akan keep me on toes and we can just continue with the show. Betul tak?
Correct. Yeah. Exciting. I think season 3 will be kind of like starting everything all over again, but with the experience that we have with 2 seasons, boleh, tak ada hal lah.
Yeah.
You guys, we're not starting from scratch. We're starting from experience.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
And because we moved. This is the first ever episode balik dalam studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved to a new studio and also maybe this season kita akan shoot in a different locations outside also, like how we did dekat Sports Empire and all. We're still gonna do that. So if you guys kat luar sana have any other places or spots or even you or somebody yang you rasa yang macam, hey, I think this person can gel with Arief to do a show, call us, let us know.
Please do.
Yes.
May I say something to the incoming co-hosts who will
yang setiap episod berlainan. Yes.
Yeah.
to the incoming co-hosts, have fun first and foremost. Remember that the basis of the show is always giving everyone a chance. We're giving you a chance. Give everyone in the room a chance. So itulah bukan pesanan, dia kata-kata. And be kind to yourself.
Alright.
Okay.
I think kita dah extend dah ni. Dah lah
Kawan
first
ni.
episode kita dah extend. Mungkin kita tak tahulah macam mana kita
go.
sembang macam mana. So
Rapid question?
Yeah, rapid fire question. Are you ready, Khal, to answer
sure.
this?
Sure.
Yeah, Khal, kita
Then,
selalu kita selalu complain yang rapid fire question ni guest
tak jadi rapid
tak
apa?
jadi rapid. So kita tengok Khal ni rapid ke tak.
Go for it.
Alright. Sports club that you support. Let's go.
Arsenal Football Club and New York Red Bulls.
Okay. Sports that you would be if it wasn't football or wrestling.
Pro wrestling, of course.
If wasn't wrestling.
If it
Kalau
wasn't
bukan
wrestling.
wrestling or football.
Hockey? Ice hockey, maybe.
Okay.
Karate. Karate.
Karate. Okay.
Karate.
Sports that you still need to get but want to learn. Like you tak tahu. You still
I've really learned cricket. I've really learned chess. Sports yang I haven't learned. I'm not sure. Still, surprised me for season 3.
Alright. If there is an episode of Better Call Sukan that you want to tune in to learn more about it.
I would love for you guys to interview Coach 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎 one day.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Big one.
because another high. I've interviewed him before. I want your perspective of how you interview him.
Okay.
maybe tu kita panggil Khal lah kot.
No.
Goes the guy.
Host.
Alright. Who is your favorite athlete of all time?
Favorite athlete of all time, Johnny Lawrence of Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely that's an athlete. Who is your favorite coach of all time?
Obviously, Arsene Wenger and Coach 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇. Yeah.
Same level?
Same
Ada-
level.
Same level.
Same level.
Okay, what's your favorite sporting movie and sporting fictional character?
Moneyball, and he's not fictional. He's actually real life Billy Bean
Billy Bean.
from Moneyball.
Yes.
Okay. Brad Pitt, right?
Brad Pitt,
And
yeah.
finally, last final question. Kata-kata daripada seorang Khalilul. Your quotes that keeps you going. I know it's maybe you have every time
Again,
it
it's
change.
changed.
Yeah,
but I think at
currently now.
this time of point of recording, sounds really ironic, but I'm gonna quote my childhood hero John Cena. Never give up.
Never give up.
Never give up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we are at the end of the first episode already.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Khal, for being here. We apologise to everyone also kalau kita punya show ni drag a bit.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot to cover.
Yeah.
And how do you feel, Ahnaf, as my first co-host of the show?
Good luck lah. Yeah. But I believe as a friend and also as a producer for the Better Call Sukan, Arief is ready. He can be the main host and can help with the co-host to learn, to grow, to understand more about doing a podcast and all that. So yeah, I think it's an opportunity again for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Khal, last words and from you.
I wrote something.
Okay.
Okay.
Please do.
Tambah lagi masa.
Feel listen little bit to it, and hopefully she can do the hopeless core format.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna look to the camera. Hey everyone. Thank you for pressing play today. Whether you've been with us from the early episodes or just stumbled upon this one, it means more than you know it. Better Call Sukan gave us a home, a place to dream out loud about sports, stories, and giving people second chances. It gave us purpose, and more than anything else, it gave us people. But even the best of homes need to grow, and sometimes for that to happen, you have to let go. This is my final episode as co-host. It wasn't an easy decision at all. It did come at the most inconvenient time, but it was an honest one. Because stepping aside isn't about walking away, it's about making space for new voices, new energy, new direction. If one thing I've learned about this journey is about this, letting go can also be an act of love. So here's what I'm leaving behind. A mic that's still warm, a seat that's ready to be next to a voice, and a show that's only just getting started. Life will not go always as planned, but as long as we are breathing, we give it a shot. Show up, follow up what moves you. Don't give up on yourself, especially when it's messy. That's when the real growth begins. And be kind to yourself as well. I'll always be proud of what we've built together. I'll always be rooting for everyone and really excited for where it's going. Some roads take us in different directions, but that doesn't mean that we're not still riding together. Just on different lanes now. And now the show, if the show ever needs me, I'll be around, as we salam just now. No matter how long the road is, you always find me at the next turn. Because in the end, it's never been about where you are, it's about who you're with. And will always be the home. Keep calling greatness forward. Keep telling stories that need to be heard. Call it what you want, but I'll always call this as a gift. I was lucky enough to carry on as long as I can. Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that was a very nice way to end this two-part show kot. So thank you so much, Khal. We from Better Call Sukan appreciate you for coming and sharing your thoughts and all your hopes, and we hope that whatever that you do in the future will be greater and better, and yeah, we will be we'll be here for you, rooting for you, and hoping that you will do greater things. Right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
in the words of Khal, former Better Call Sukan host, take us home, Arief.
Okay. Thank you everybody for listening to Better Call Sukan. For this third season, kita akan meneruskan perjalanan kami. So kalau korang ada sukan, ada anyone yang you guys tahu related to sports, or you guys know anyone to be with me as a co-host, do let us know, do call us. Don't forget to follow us on social medias as well. We got nice contents for you coming up. And yeah, don't forget to follow Khal at his Instagram.
Brother Khal.
Kita also kena cakap co-host punya Instagram.
Ahnaf Yusri.
Yes, so don't forget to follow us, and just share to us all these platforms, the handles ke apa ke yang korang nak, share je kat kita orang, and we will definitely call them. I think that's about it. Khal, any last words? Okay, last one, don't take us home. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Arief Danial.
My name is Ahnaf.
My name is Khal.
And we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Audio Plus.